Hey guys, this is Konana here, and this is the match Nalra versus Savior, and Savior is playing for CJ Entis, and Nalra is playing for KTF, and this is in the Star League. Actually I'm not quite sure, but I don't really know what game this is for, but this is a recent match, and it is on the map Sin Peaks Beak 2. It's a Protoss versus Zerg. So the main options are what I have to say is that I've already seen this VOD several times, so I already know what is going to happen. But I'll just outline a little things that there's a couple of reasons why one of the players lost and one of the players won, and there was a lot of mistakes that were a little careless, but there's also very good play by one of the players. Now, you can see that Savior is starting at the bottom left and Nalra is starting at the top right. And right now you can see Savior is going to do a standard 12 hatchery, 11 pool build, and there goes the hatchery. Now what you have noticed is that Savior does not scout, and this is one of his usual plays. He does not scout very much. He's usually expecting his opponent to do a fast expand, but what you see here is that a forge is going up, and what's going on here is Nalra is taking advantage of the no scout, and he is going to put up a forge for cannons, and Savior will not see this and will not know that it's there, which puts him at very low, at a disadvantage. And now you can see a pylon going up right there. It's not going to be scouted by Savior, so it's a very nice placement by Nalra, and it is going to be able to reach over the cliff. So Savior will not know that that pylon is there until it is already the cannon is already being built. And you can see there goes the cannon, and great timing. He puts a pylon up just in time so that the drones can't get up and kill that pylon, or that cannon. And the drones are going to try and jump over the mineral patch, but a zealot comes just in time. Excellent timing by Nalra, continually pumping zealots while his cannon cheese is going on. And this is the advantage. I'd say that the main factor in the reason that Savior did lose this game, oh sorry, that was kind of a spoiler, but I think the main factor that he did lose this game for is because he lacked a scout, which is the only reason that Nalra was able to get such a cannon up and not have it seen or predicted by Savior. As you can see, Nalra has more and more zealots coming. He just got a cannon up, but it did not do much. And you can see this is excellent attacking for Nalra as he targets the sunken, and as soon as it gets about 4 shots off, it dies. And you can see that Savior, I gotta pause this right here. Okay, and you can see that Savior is not gonna be able to do this. There goes a creep colony and a sunken to attack these zealots off, but there's already 4. And the fact is that that sunken will not be able to reach that cannon. And so it looks like Savior will try and kill off these zealots. But you can see that the zealots are still doing heavy damage as this hatchery slowly loses more and more health. The sunken was created in time. But you can see Nalra effectively places his zealots in the path above the pylon, and it stops Savior from getting past, because Zerglings could get past that pylon otherwise, but those zealots did block it, and Savior tries to take out the pylons, but was not very well done. And with this pressure going on, Nalra takes advantage of this and makes an expansion, even though he did not even get gas yet. And you'll notice that a lot of drones are not there for Savior. Savior wasted a lot of drones on that, and you can see that he's going to attempt a counterattack, but there's a zealot blocking the main route to Nalra's base, which is very excellent by Nalra, as he predicted that his opponent would try and launch a counterattack while he was not very protected. And right now Savior's economy is very bad. He only has about 8 drones. The drone tried to build something, but the Zealot did manage to kill it and fend it off, while these Zealots come back to the natural for Nalra in order to protect. So you can see excellent timing. As Savior tries to get up the ramp, the Zealots effectively block the ramp, and a photon cannon is created at the top. What this will do is they'll be able to shoot down the ramp, and another cannon goes up for Nalra. And these Zerglings are being fended off. They tried to get back up the ramp, but the Zealots, with well timing by Nalra, were able to fend it off. More Zerglings come up, but you have to notice that the attack is doing pretty much nothing. You can see that Savior has about 7 drones at this point, which is very low drone count, and he doesn't even have gas yet, as a Stargate goes up for Nalra, and he will be able to get Corsairs and effectively kill his opponent when because Savior doesn't even have gas, and he's not going to be able to make any anti-air units such as Hydra. Now Savior takes this time to make another expansion. He can't expand yet at his natural, but here comes the attack, and you can see another good placement by Nalra. He placed a cannon there in time, so that the Zerglings had to attack the cannon one by one. So even though Savior does do a large amount of damage to these probes, takes out maybe 10 or 5, I'm not quite sure, the attack was fended off, and also the attack launched by Nalra at Savior's base did some damage as well. And now you'll see that Savior is making an expansion at the bottom right. And the fact is that he does not cancel it when that probe sees it, and he really should have, in my opinion, because he would expect units to come there, and if he did not cancel it, he would at least need to get some defense there as soon as possible, such as Sunkens or Zerglings. And, you know, that's effectively what ended the game. What you see here is Savior is doing some distractions while getting up a Sunken. So it's pretty well played by Savior. But you have to notice that he still does not have a gas yet, and more attacks coming for Nalra. And the Sunken is going to be able to get up and kill that cannon as the Zerglings run past and also do some damage. Now, you see that the probe down here is making a cannon, or a pylon, and Savior still hasn't cancelled that, and his Corsair has already come out. He cancelled one of his Stargates at his natural. Not sure why, but you see that he probably used those minerals to create an offensive on Savior's new base. Savior did not cancel that base, and basically what's going on here is Nalra is blocking the entrance. Nalra could have ended that game right there if he attacked that base, and Savior does know that there's some danger and he's going to try and get up, but these Zerglings are blocked off by this wall of units, and you can see the Dragoon comes out to attack. The drones see the cannons, and it is GG. Now that was a very good game, and you'll have to see that the great cannon placement by Nalra effectively won him the game, while Savior his economy not done very well, and no scouting. All those things added up, especially with that not canceling the hatchery when it was scouted. All those things added up to Savior losing, and that cheese was successful because even though it was a cheese, it was very well played and adapted to Savior, who was trying to do a counterattack, but it also failed twice. Now, it was a very good game, and I've already seen this, so I was just going over discussing what was going on at the time of the game. Thanks, and hope you enjoy this VOD, and watch more. I'm gonna make a new VOD after this, okay? See ya!